Everything in its proper timing. Don't be afraid of procrastination. It is not the evil word that society believes that it is. Fifth dimension. Let's get into today's topic. All right, I'm Cerise. Thank you so much for joining me. So procrastination has become the nasty word and that ugly meaning when it's not. If you are procrastinating, there are reasons behind it. Yes, of course, there are those times when you're putting off things that you really should be doing. That's not what we're discussing today. Procrastination is sometimes very important. The worst thing to do is to rush in before you are prepared. Rushing in is a fool in the Bible. Only fools rush in the Bible. Now, procrastination is not laziness. Laziness is an evil situation, because if you know you should be doing something and you can be doing it and you keep putting it off, then yes, your poverty can come in on you like a lion and take hold of you like a bear. And before you know it, you are down and out. But then there is procrastination, and we need to balance out that word a lot. I'm going to give you an example from my own life. So I'm a writer. Now, I wrote this one book over 10 years ago. At first, it was called Intuition and Unknown Truth. And then it was called Jerome. And now it's called Pimp to Pastor. Yes, it has gone through 3 names, and the book has been finished for 9 years. It took me a few years to write it. 9 years it has been finished for, but I have been revising it for the last 9 years. Can you imagine a book? Now, this is where procrastination comes in, and the balance is where I can kind of put it in the proper context. I still wrote other books during that time. I didn't procrastinate on writing. I wrote other books and I published other books. I'm in the midst of writing other books as well. But I do go back to this book every now and again. It is based loosely on a true story. Okay, I'm a soul coach, so this is based loosely on a situation. And not only that, when I started to write it, I wrote it in a voice that is very different than from what my voice is today. It's my baby book. It's my sweetheart book. You know, I've written books before that. I've written books after that. But for some reason, this book really has me captured. And I want to make sure that when I release it, it is with the best part of me. So I haven't procrastinated on it. I wrote it. It's written. But I go back and I edit and I edit. And I pick apart things. Now, like I said, I'm a writer, but I'm definitely not the best person when it comes to proper grammar or anything of that nature. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of writers out there, and what they do is they can imagine things. They are people who can create content. A lot of you out there want to write books, but you are holding yourself back and you're not writing because you feel like you are not a writer. That is what procrastination is. If God has given you an idea to do something, but you're not doing it because you're afraid, that's procrastination. Do it. Get it out there. Don't be afraid. But if it takes you a long time to tweak it and you keep going back in and you're trying to make it your masterpiece, that's something different. You know, everything in its right timing. And I'm going to bring that book out in 2025. I am. But I'll tell you this much as well. I'm bringing out another couple of books too. But this is my baby project for so many years. Guys, when you are procrastinating, there are so many other elements that go along with it. Look at the situation. Like, for instance, let's say you're thinking about marrying somebody. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should marry them. You bought the ring already, and, this person is ready. You've spoken to their family about it. You've spoken to your family about it, your closest friends, and you're like, I'm almost ready. But you still have that moment of, I don't know. That is your little voice within telling you, wait, everything in its due timing. Everything in God's timing. Just like me when it comes to Pimp to Pastor, right? Everything in its due timing. I know that I'm going to bring that book out, but wait, God told me wait. So I'm waiting. So many people know about the book already. And I've spoken about this book to people, but you know what? It wasn't time to bring it out. That's that. So if there's that, you want to ask someone to marry you, they're going to say yes. They're waiting for you to ask them. Like, again, you got the ring, you have the whole entire thing set up in your head, but for some reason you're holding back. Pray on it. Pray on the answer. If there is something in your heart, laid on your heart to not move at that moment, that is not the moment to move. Wait. Procrastination is not a gross word. It should never represent somebody who is lazy, slothful. It's not a sin. It's not one of the 7 sins. Procrastination is a word that means you are waiting. When you're ready, you'll go for it. When it's the time, God will tell you now, and you will do it. Now, if you are laying down, sleeping in all day, not getting the things that you got to get done, that's not called procrastination. That's called laziness, slothfulness, and those are sins. There are things that you're supposed to be getting done that you're not getting done. You have a project, there's a deadline. Get it done. That is not called procrastination. That is called stupidity at the end of the day. That is called not getting things done in their proper order. All right. But when it comes to other things, like something like getting married, again, I keep using that, or even applying for that new job. Maybe you have a job right now and you're like, I really do want to leave the job that I'm at, but I'm just not ready. That's not procrastination. That is just preparing yourself. You're being prepared for the future, and the right job will come to you at the right timing. You're going to work every day. You're getting your work done. You're still going ahead and getting you're being relied upon. You're being responsible. You're not just, turning off the ringer and not looking for a job, right? You already have a job. You already are working the job. You just feel a little unfulfilled and you feel like there's something else out there for you, but you keep procrastinating. You're not going on LinkedIn to look at the new job. You're not updating your CV or your resume. You're just not getting that done right now. When the moment is right for you to get it done, your spirit will boom, right away, just like that light on fire, and you'll get it done. As long as you are still getting other things that you are supposed to be doing done. As long as you're getting everything else done that you're supposed to be doing, then everything is going to come to you in its right timing. Do not stress yourself about moving before the mark is right. Moving before the time is adjusted. You're being prepared right now. Yes, but you don't want to put the cart before the horse. You don't want to be a fool and run in. You want to be a wise man. You want to wait on God. A wise woman. You want to wait on God. You want to make sure that God gets that little tingly sensation going into your heart. Wake up. Boom. There's the answer right there. God will lay it in your lap. And you know what? God is 10 steps ahead of you straightening out that path. Go and do it. Now, when it comes to your health, let's say you are lazy and you're not exercising. You know you have a lot of weight to lose. I'm one of those people. I have 40 pounds to lose, but I just lost 39 pounds. So I'm on a plateau, right? So I haven't been exercising, but I also haven't been committing gluttony. So there we go. Yeah, I haven't been exercising lately in the last few weeks, but I haven't been overeating, and I don't eat after a certain hour. So the time will come when I do get that energy boost again for me to start exercising every single night like I used to. It will come. Right now, I've been working on a lot of projects. This channel, Fifth Dimension. I have another channel called Sister Cerise where I talk about celebrity gossip. There's another channel that I have about relocating people to the Dominican Republic where I live. There's another channel that I have about dream interpretation. There's another channel that I have where I'm just starting it right now with my son. We're just in the talks about it right now. I have a lot of projects. I'm writing my books. So I do get things done, and I make sure throughout the day that I'm not eating unhealthy. I haven't gained that 39 pounds back, 40 pounds that I've lost. I've been maintaining, but it will come to a moment when I am exercising again. You see what I'm saying? So there's always going to be that imperfect spot in our life where we're trying to gain balance. But as long as we are always juggling that balance, then we will always be getting ahead, and that time that is right will come. But if you are not doing the necessary steps each day to get you to that point of the time coming, then you are holding yourself back. And that's when you have to look at the sins. Gluttony. If you know that you're supposed to be losing weight and okay, you're not exercising, then at least do half the battle by not overeating and by making sure that you eat more salads than you do anything else. Eat your fruits and vegetables, eat more alkaline foods, keep yourself in check in other ways. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to join the gym immediately and start going to the gym every single day. Hey, let's face it, just going to the gym alone for me is working out. So this is where where the problem is. I work out here in my living room in front of the mirror, and this is where I feel comfortable. But sometimes after working all day at home and speaking to clients and doing all this and that, sometimes I just want to lay on the couch and watch a little bit of TV or, catch up on the news. And then before I know it, I'm tired and I'm going to bed. But I'm not overeating. Like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's just because gluttony and overweight is a very common thing for people out there. So I know that a lot of people listening to this will be able to understand that. When it comes to substances, okay, drinking, alcohol, if you know that you are drinking too much and you need to stop, then you need to slow down. Now, that means if you're used to picking up beer or wine or going to the bar every day after work, then that means that one day, skip it. Go home. Cut it. Just go straight home and don't drink. And even when you do get home and you're in the house, you're pacing back and forth and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want one drink. I just want one drink. You know what? It's that few minutes that your body needed to not do it. Go a few minutes more, and before you know it, nighttime is here. Go to sleep. No matter what it is, cigarettes, weed, any type of substance, give yourself time to clean your body out. Remember, when you are moving towards something, and it is not going as fast as you would like it to go, it doesn't mean that you are procrastinating. It means that you are allowing nature to take its course, but just chip away at it as best you can whenever you can. Remember, nobody is perfect. We are all born imperfectly. We all are going to go through different experiences in life. And this is where we have to realize that we can't be too easy on ourselves, but we also can't be too hard on ourselves either. So if you feel like you're procrastinating, look at the balance between laziness, slothfulness, and procrastination. And don't be hard on yourself. Just be loving yourself, pray on it, and the proper answer will come in God's timing. I hope this message helps someone out there today. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Cerise here with the Fifth Dimension. Have yourself a wonderful day. Please make today count and be good to yourself. Bye. I love you. God bless.